Squiddo coming at you with Tactics Talk. Got a gameplay review and analysis for LpBronco. He's driving his T-34 Tier 5 Russian medium. Great little tank. Running the 57mm, I believe, in there. You betcha. 57mm, little pew-pew gun. Doesn't do much damage, but fires extremely quickly. And he's going to head off down to the south, to the southeast corner of the map. Up on the hill, which is a pretty standard place for mediums to go. We take a look at the setup for the teams. Look at the setup for the teams. You can see that they've got 3 heavies, 2 on the other side. Overall, looks pretty even. Lots of new players in here. We'll see how it goes. They've got about 3 tanks headed off to the north for the greens. There's a T1 heavy driving through the middle, which is odd, although you can tell by the experience level of most of the players in this game, you just don't know what you're going to get. So Bronco's going to head over here. Not a bad initial position. Knocks over a tree. I'd avoid knocking over trees. Let's show you what he's doing. And he's going to look through this little tiny sliver right here. Now, I'm not that excited about that because if he sees anyone zooming through there, it's going to be a very fleeting shot. He'll be extremely lucky to hit anyone. If anybody positions themselves to look through that same little crevice to where Bronco is, I'd be surprised. So it's not really that great of a spot. I'd have probably gone a little bit further forward, get up to the corner of the building right there, because if somebody had come to your right side, they'd have been able to shoot you in the side. You see that the T-14 moved up though, so maybe a little late on noticing that. Could have been up there already probably shooting, and there are a lot of customers. I'd have moved forward and used that building at least initially. There was no reason to start shooting it down. It was still kind of your friend at that point. A little bit glommed onto the T-28, which is fine, but there were other tanks in there you could have been shooting at. Overall though, nice job, nice gunnery, just firing away. Every time you're loaded, you're taking a shot. Knocking down buildings is not a bad idea. One thing I didn't like about this is you were really zoomed in right on him while he was moving behind the building. I'd have zoomed out a little bit into third person so that you get a wider aperture, a better idea of what the rest of the tanks up there are doing, because if you notice, it's you and all of them. So there might be someone on that right side pushing up. You are backing up, which is to your credit. Some nice shots. Just keep on shooting him in that back corner right there. He shouldn't even have a shot on you. You see how you could see his turret or see his gun? That means he could definitely shoot you. Now you got another customer right there on your right side. It would have been difficult to position yourself such that he couldn't hit you, but if you would have moved forward and left and backed out a little bit, as opposed to pushing forward with the front of your tank, you may have been able to shoot him in the back without him shooting you. That's a small thing. And it was happening pretty quick, so that would have been quite a bit of maneuvering. Yeah, just sit there and punch this guy in the face. Okay, so we've just lost somebody in our tank that's pretty important. And you're going to fight the rest of the battle without your driver. It's driving me crazy. The driver driving me crazy. Nice try at potentially tracking him, and you just got lucky there. That guy missed you. I think he would have derped you out of the game. And you know, I say lucky. You jammed yourself up into the side of that hill, and you did everything you could to make that shot difficult for him. So we say lucky, but you make your own luck to a large extent. So now you're kind of sluggish, right? You don't have your driver. Man, fix the driver, would you? Uh-oh. Yeah, absolutely. Just take that snap and move away. Not a bad idea trying to go the other side. This is just cleanup time. You're really looking for just another shot or two of damage if you can. Maybe push up to that dead Hetzer and use him, especially if that TD tries to come around. We kind of drive up onto the wall. I'm not really sure why we did that. And you're very sluggish, so had you fixed your driver, that would have been very good. You know he's coming, so if you know he's coming, push up against that Hetzer right there. Wait for that corner shot on him, and then kind of back up and use the Hetzer as armor. That's a TD. He's going to have a hard time turning the corner and spinning to you. Right where you are, he just has to make a little check 20 degrees to the left, and he's going to have a shot on you. You know he's coming. You can see it. So you sort of just does a little check and just fires on the run. Not a lot you can do that about that. But had you been up against that Hetzer up there, you maybe would have got 2 shots in, potentially, as he goes zinging by, push to the right side of the Hetzer and come out behind him. So it's just a little positioning thing when you're fighting a TD like that. And of course, that was all made more difficult by the fact that your driver was dead. But overall, pretty good job. 1,400 damage, 4 kills. Really did anchor that southeast corner there and kept them from doing much of anything. Kind of slaughtered them as you went up there, so nice job. I hope this helps. Take care.